When black people unite together in one voice, or when they, in this time, withhold their voices and their efforts, their time from getting involved in any of the Babylon's struggles or any of their agendas, like how Trump is coming to the office and he's completely changing everything, turning everything upside down. Every day, Trump is doing something new that is having harsh results on most of the people in the world. Uh, People are now in arms and up in arms, and they don't know what to do. They're asking, though, the one people that are really skilled at these types of scenarios, because of all the oppression that black people have been put under in this country, America, because of all of the horrible things we've gone through, being completely ostracized as a people, hated by everyone, calling us people of color, and the people of color that we're supposed to be standing with as being brothers and sisters turn against us and say they hate us as well. They even vote against their own interest despite us, people of color. And of course, uh, things just continue to go on as they are. But in the past, black people stood in arms with these same folks that, you know, had these issues with the government, or there was some sort of injustice. Who was at the front of the line, helping all of these people throughout America get through their struggle, going out, marching, holding signs, being the loudest voice, front of the line, black people. But now, you notice how black people ain't saying nothing now? You notice how black people kind of, we said, you know what, we're going to sit this one out. We went to the voting booths, as they say, vote. If you don't vote, then you don't care about your country. You don't want anything to change. You're not a real citizen unless you vote. So black people went in droves to vote against the opposition, which was Trump. 92% of the black women, about 81% of the black men went to vote against Donald Trump because they knew that they didn't want fascism. They knew that they did not want uh, the supremacy, as you know, with what goes on with the white supremacy, those types of narratives, those types of laws. They knew they were going to institute that when Trump got in office. So black people stood together and voted against those things. But guess what? You didn't vote against them. Now, did you? People of color, quote unquote, that are just benefiting off of the civil rights that our people, black people, fought for this country. All of the moral high ground has always been instituted and seen as and validated based off of the work of black people. Now, this is not a stance of we're so much better than you. This is just reality. It's just facts. And to say and to go against that and to say, "Oh, you're being racist," that makes no sense at all. I'm just reviewing the facts. I'm just referencing you the plight and the work that my people have done for this country. But now, black people aren't fighting in your for your causes anymore. They're not standing for you, and the world is freaking out. You have now Trump trying to do things, pass initiatives to get black people to come in arms, to get upset, get angry, breaking up the road, or the street in Washington D.C. This is Black Lives Matter, right? Trying to acquit our friend, um, our friend that offed Floyd, right? George Floyd, trying to actually pardon him, right? Doing these things in just such a blatant way, one thing after the next, to try to get us stirred up so that we will once again pick up the flag and go out there and march and be uh, shout, shout our voices loud to the tops of the mountains, speaking against the oppression, while you guys will now watch us come like you normally do, stand in the back. They'll have their COINTELPRO people that will stir up the whole move, the whole march or rally, cause there to be violence, and then guess who's going to take the blame for it? Now, remember the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. It was about 2012, 13, 14, something like that. Whenever they went into a dream state, and whenever they tried to change what was going on in that society or in that world, the people got very frustrated, even violent. They started to come against them, trying to basically off them, those that were in the dream state. You had just the normal people in the world. They're going on about their day. And then all of a sudden, when the architect tried to change things that was going on in that world, right? Then everyone got really stirred up and started to turn against the architect. Now, look at what's going on now. Black people, by not speaking by speaking out against these things that are going on with Trump, by not standing up for the immigrants that are now being deported back to their countries. And the Bible said that the immigrants shall go back to their country if you read the Bible. But because our voice, which is the biggest voice, is not standing in the gap, and we're not saying anything or doing anything, now they're getting frustrated, just like Inception. Now they're turning against us. They're on YouTube. You got videos of people saying, "Where are the black people? Why aren't you standing up? Why don't you speak out against the injustice that's going on with Trump?" Right? They're frustrated. So now of course the head of the supremacy has said we have to cause these black people to get stirred up and do something to cause them to go out into the streets so that we can destroy them, so that we can make them the face of martial law, for the reason why martial law would be enacted. That's the only reason why they want black people to go out and start to march and get into these different rallies and to start to, because they want to create a false flag with their people that are going to mingle in the marches, in the rallies, stir people up, start chaos, and then guess who's sitting there being the once again the one to blame, the reason that they have to call for martial law. So black people aren't following the narrative, and it's destroying their whole plan. They are freaked out. They don't know what to do. They're every day trying to get us into these things, and we say no. And just like the movie Inception, you're destroying black people, their narrative, when you stay away from their stuff. Leave them alone. Do not react. Do not engage. Do nothing. Pray. Take care of yourself and your family. Love your brother, man, and your fellow brother and the fellow woman and man and whoever else. Do not fall for the same tricks that this evil Babylon has tried to get you and pull you in to. So just to destroy you and paint you as the headstone, the cornerstone for the reason why this country gets martial law. It's Inception. Their movies match real life. Just like the Matrix. Neo went into the Matrix. He was with Morpheus. He's looking around all these people walking. It's just like normal. Everything's normal. And then all of a sudden, he tells Neo to turn around. Look at the woman in the red dress again. Now she has a pistol. That is who you are amongst people in a dream state that are fed the lies and the narratives of this government, this white supremacy. People that are in a daze, in a spell, and they only react based off of the instructions that these wicked ones that are in charge of this Babylon put into the computer. It's like they put the code in the computer through their social media. You get inundated by their social media and watch all of their different viewpoints on and different agendas, basically, on how they think that how they have posed for this world, or how they have organized this world to be, and all of the dysfunction and all of the horrible ways this world is led. They want you to keep on staying watching these things so that you now will be programmed, polluted to believe like a hive mind, like everyone else that is watching that same mess on social media. So when they say jump up, you jump up. When they say look down, you look down. Look left, you look left. Look right, you look right. Nothing else outside of that purview is anything that you will accept. It's like it's cognitive dissonance. You're going through doing the same thing, hoping for a different reaction. You think that you are basically cognitive dissonance is You're like in the fire and you stay there, even though it's burning you. It's burning you and you're being destroyed, but you're so used to it. You can't get yourself to safety because you're so used to the fire. It's all you know. These people, if you don't have a relationship with the Most High God, like I say on this channel, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in the name of his son Yahushua Hamashiach, which a lot of you call Jesus Christ, you will be in that hive mind because there's no other recourse for you. You will be a reprobate, being fed the lies from these wicked ones that control Babylon, America. And now, when they make an agenda or create an agenda, you will be just like the masses running towards the edge of that cliff. You will fall into that pit. You will think like they think and do what they want you to do. And when they snap their fingers, just like the movie Inception, you will now run towards anyone that opposes your beliefs, your jaded, informed, ill-informed beliefs, chaotic, destructive beliefs. You are the reason the world is the way it is. Those that are fed these lies and believe in these lies and don't see any way other outside than these lies. You only see what they tell you. You only believe what they tell you, and the world pays for it. Anyways, it's Inception. It's the Matrix. Wake up. Black people, do not respond, do not engage, do not react. Read your Bible, take care of your body, drink a lot of water, eat good food, have time with your family, stay out of their stuff. They're not for you. They're the enemy. They hate you. You know who I'm talking about. Pretty much the whole world, right? But still love them. I still have to say it. Pray for them. Read the book. We know what happens at the end of the book. Until next time, you guys. Shalom. Like, share, subscribe. If you'd like to donate to the channel, go to Cash App, $ Judah J Talks 144. $ Judah J Talks 144. And you can send supers. Blessings to you. Shalom.